Madison, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Good morning, Ken. How are you?
Madison, I'm living the dream. What are you doing?
I am trying to get there.
Come on, let's go.
So,
What are we doing today?
Yeah. So I applied for my dream job. I have about a year of experience towards it. I got an invitation to apply. I did really well in the interview process, but got passed over.
Okay.
And so now I'm at a place where I didn't really get constructive criticism on how I can improve, and I don't really know where to go from here.
Well, we go to the next opportunity, and we figure out where that is. So you may not know it today, and that's okay. But we get right back up on the horse. The horse kicked you off. You got overlooked. Big deal. Doesn't say anything about you personally. This is a professional journey, and it is very personal when we get passed over. So let's acknowledge that. It sucks. It hurts. But one thing I want to ask, and I feel like you gave me a clue to something, and maybe I'm wrong. When you set up the question, you said, I applied for my dream job, and I have some of the experience needed for that. That's me kind of rewording it or trying to paraphrase it. Is that true? That's what you said?
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean by that? You have some of the experience needed for it. What does that mean?
Yeah, so I switched industries about a year ago. I'm trying to get into like animal welfare, rescuing shelter pets, all that kind of stuff. And I've been doing that. I did that for about 7 months last year.
Okay.
And it's not a whole lot of experience for what they're looking for. And from what I've tried to do and trying to get into this industry, they need a lot of experience. They want a lot of experience.
Okay, pause.
There's not a whole lot of opportunity. Yeah.
Pause. So I think there is the key right now for you to focus on. You applied for a job that you didn't have anywhere near the experience that they wanted. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right. Now, I'm not pointing this out to pick on you, but I'm pointing this out to encourage you. You applied for something that you don't have the experience for. You shouldn't even be disappointed. I kind of want to go, well, why did you apply for that when they said you needed all this experience, you didn't have it? Did you think they were going to look at you and go, well, Madison is a fabulous person, which you are, by the way.
I was hoping they'd see the personality and the
but wait a second.
The willpower.
Okay. And you know what? I love that. I love that about your spirit. But as your coach, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't want you to apply for something that you don't have anywhere near the experience for because you're setting yourself up for disappointment. So I got 3 kids, Madison. Are you a mom by any chance?
I'm not.
Okay, I'm a dad, so let me teach you for a moment.
Sure.
So I got 3 teens, okay? So throughout their life up to this point, I've had multiple opportunities to teach them, instruct them on something they've never done in their life, whether it be riding a bike, swimming, you name it. Let me pick one specific example. The first time I coached my oldest son, Ty, to jump into the pool and then learn to swim to me, I did it in the shallow end where the water was barely at my waist. I did not ask him to go onto a 10-foot platform and jump into the water. Do you know why I didn't do that?
It's intimidating.
Yeah, I don't want to stunt his growth. I don't want to ruin him. I don't want him to go from 4 years old willing to jump into the pool and make a couple of strokes to daddy to a 4-year-old who's so scared that he turns into a 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old who's just now getting to the point where he can jump in. I don't want you applying for jobs that you don't have the experience for because you're going to keep getting kicked in the teeth and then there's a good chance that you'll stop going for it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
Don't do that anymore, okay?
Okay.
All right, good. You're a great student. Here's the deal. Let's go get the experience. And I know you're going, Ken, there's not many opportunities. Well, fine. A, I don't know if that's true. B, it doesn't matter. Okay? I had to go get experience at the age of 32 and 33 in broadcasting, and I was doing high school football play-by-play on the internet. I wasn't getting paid for it, and nobody was listening. I had to go volunteer at a sports talk radio station. I had to pay my way on $250 an hour. Joe was there. Not a lot of opportunities to get into radio or television. It's very competitive.
Mm-hmm.
But I found a way. You can find a way to get the experience. So here's your exercise. Here's your homework. Okay?
Okay.
Before you go to bed tonight, I want you to write out on a piece of paper. I want you to write it so that you don't just sit there on a computer. I want you to physically write out what's the experience that I need. Well, I need to have this many hours doing this. I need this. I want you to, and if you don't know, go get the answers and write it down. And you have a general idea because you just applied for a job and they told you what experience they needed. You need to go get that experience. And there's a couple of ways to do it. You can either do it low level, part-time, entry level, or you can go volunteer and do it. But go get the experience with the animals. And when you get the experience that they want, then you can apply. But they didn't just come up with some random experience. Somebody went out and got that experience. So don't make this thing harder than it is. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Go get the experience. All right. Now, listen, I know this is hard because this takes patience and perseverance, and nobody wants to be patient while they persevere. How do I know this? Because I'm a human being. Joe, if I went out on the streets of Nashville today with a microphone and a camera, and I said to these people, Nathan, are you willing to do what it takes to get the job you want? They'd all go, yes, I would. Well, then if I hit him with a follow-up question, okay, great. Are you willing to wait as long as it takes? Ugh. First question, you willing to do what it takes? Everybody go, absolutely, Ken. Are you willing to wait as long as it takes? Oh, how long? How long? I'm sorry. How long? Hey, look, folks, I'm just telling you. There's nothing wrong with Madison. She's a human being. But this journey to purpose requires patience while we persevere. That means I got to get up. I got to prepare like it's a world-class, nationally syndicated radio show. Come on, Joe. But I got to do it at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday on a small talk radio station, which means maybe 5 people were listening, if I count Joe, who was in the studio with me. I mean, am I right?
There was more than that.
Come on, Joe. Tens and tens of people were listening to that first version of the Ken Coleman Show.
In many states.
Well, they would listen to the podcast later. You're killing my illustration, Joe. Here's the point. You have to get up and persevere and persist and then be patient, knowing that the time, the opportunity to grow and to do is going to show up, but only if you keep showing up. There's no magic to this. And the day that I start telling you folks that you can get there overnight and all this stuff, please turn the show off. Please email everybody you know and say Ken Coleman is a absolute quack. He's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Because this is not a short journey. And you will not get there if you are not patient while you are persevering. You can't have one without the other. You got to do both. And that's the deal. So go get the experience. Stop applying for things you don't have the experience for. I love the moxie. I love the positivity, but you're setting yourself up for unnecessary disappointment that would lead to discouragement. And that is dangerous. I don't know how many people I've met, how many people I've talked to that have gotten off the path of their purpose in life because they've gotten discouraged because they got unnecessarily kicked in the teeth. Come on. Wait as long as it takes. That means you're going to have to go get the experience. You're going to have to go put your time in over here where nobody's paying attention, but it's worth it every time.